Alright, man, we in this bitch, man. Episode 167, man. Let's go get this bitch rocking.
Welcome to Raw and OGHatch. You know the fuck, man. Don't play on me, man.
Hey, man, you already know the fuck I'm giving it up at this point in time. We want to grind 200. This shit don't stop for a motherfucking me soul, man. Fellas, drop your shoulders. Ladies, shake your ass. I'm in the fucking building, man. DJ, hit me! Yeah. 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 Yes, sir. What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another motherfucking episode of the Thin Line Between Genius and Insanity podcast, hosted by yours truly, OG. Should I spin that block, man? Yeah, spin that block on them hating ass niggas, Hatch. I got you, ladies. Let them know your boy is. I am. The flyest, highest, coolest, smoothest host of them all. OG! Hatch, you know what the fuck it is, man. What's up with y'all? Hope y'all looking good, feeling good, staying safe. There's a whole lot of shit going on in transportation each and every motherfucking episode. With a shout out to everybody around the world that's tapping and joining the conversation. I truly appreciate all the love, support, man. Let's keep building this empire brick by motherfucking me brick. Shout out to people that's tapping on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Audio, Mac, etc. All DSPs, man. We in this bitch, man. Now, for people tapping on YouTube at OGHatchTV, man, shout out to y'all, man. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, like the video, all the good shit the YouTube say, man. We in the fucking building, man. Episode 167. Look, I know it's a little bit of confusion, man. I know last episode, I was saying 167 up until the very end. Look, man, I fucked up, okay? Players fuck up too, man. It's totally fine, man. I told y'all I had recorded an entire episode and didn't put it out. That was supposed to be 166, so that shit had threw me off a little bit. Sorry about that, man. I'm a little bit sick, man. I told y'all, man, ever since I got vaccinated, anytime I go around a large crowd of people, I just end up fucking sick, man. I told y'all last episode the rampings ups of the COVID and shit like that, it's a new variant and stuff like that, man. Look, man, I'm all fucked up, okay? Okay. But like I told y'all, man, I'm gonna try to keep my dedication to you guys about putting 2 episodes out a week, man. So I don't know how long this episode will be, but like I always tell you, man, each and every motherfucking episode, the grind don't stop for a motherfucking me. So we in the motherfucking building, man. So since I am on the mic, I don't know how long the mic is gonna be hot. Let's go ahead and get right to the motherfucking docket. We might as well recap the shit that got me sick, right? Like we should recap the shit that got your boy sick. I went to this Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa high school reunion tour. Before I even get into, you know what I'm saying, anything else, I at least want to extend my gratitude and my thank you to the performers, the Burners, the Warren G's, the Too Shorts, Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg. Please round of applause for them, gentlemen, please. That was a great fucking show, bro. Look, man, I ain't gonna lie, that was a great fucking show, man. That shit started like at 6. Oh, DJ Drama is well, I'm totally sorry, DJ Drama. That shit started like at 6:15, 6:30, probably 6:45. Let's just say 6:45 to be safe. 6:45 to motherfucking me 11. Non-stop. Over 21,000 in that motherfucker rocking. No drama, no incidents, no nothing. Everybody in that motherfucker smoking weed, having a good motherfucking me time, man. You got Burner and that motherfucker throwing out joints to the crowd. You got motherfucking me Wiz Khalifa and them. Wiz on stage moonwalking. You got Snoop coming on the low rider with strippers and shit. You know, it was just a great motherfucking me night, man. The crowd was electric. The crowd was into the show. It was just beautiful, man. It was my first time at a concert of that magnitude. I've been to shows, Larry June concert, like I told y'all, Kevin Gates concert, a Rick Ross show. That was fucking horrible. I'm always gonna say that. Make sure I say that. I don't know how this nigga's buying all this shit right now. When I went to his show, and that bitch was as empty as my house is right now. No kissing.
Wow.
I fuck with Rick Ross. I was shocked as fuck, but that happened. This concert, over 21,000 people. It was fucking amazing, bro. I had a harder time getting into the Larry June concert than I did this motherfucker. I don't know what it was, but I don't know if it was the timing. I don't know if it was just a perfect timing when I got there, where I parked. I don't know what the fuck it was, bro. It was just so fucking smooth. Parked, got to that motherfucker. No line, really. Just walked in, walked through that bitch. Got my beer. We went to get our seat. Smoked like 8-9 blunts throughout the show. You know what I'm saying? We took about 9 shots of the Me Familiar, which I'm going to put a lot of you. Go get the Me Familiar, man. Trust me. Trust your boy OGHatch. Took about 9 shots of the Me Familiar. Like, it was a great fucking smooth ass night, bro. Even on the way out, you would expect a bunch of traffic on the way out, fam. Busted left, I'm out that bitch. I was home for like 10, 15 minutes. Stopped and got canes. They fucked up on the order, had to double up on our shit. I had a great fucking night. I don't know, maybe it was just a time, but it was a very smooth fucking atmosphere, bro. I don't know if it was because I was just enjoying the moment with the person I was with, just being there, watching the performers. Big Wiz Khalifa fan, big Snoop Dogg fan, big Warren G fan, big Too Short fan. Who's not a fan of DJ Drama, nigga? Come on, Gangsta Grills, you bastards. Burner, of course. Who don't smoke cookies? I got cookies clothing, my nigga. So I was there. I didn't even recognize how many people were there, bro. Until I seen video footage of the motherfuckers behind us. See, let me just paint a picture for y'all. It's like it's an outdoor event, like an outdoor venue, but there's like a covering portion of it. That's like semi-indoors. You got like fans and shit, which they never turned on, which is kind of crazy. It was like, it was almost 100 degrees. They never turned the fans on. Like, what are we doing? But I was in the indoor section. I was in the second section, bro. So like, I wasn't very close, but I was closer than normal motherfuckers probably would be. Shit was a great motherfucking me turnout. So when I seen video footage of the motherfuckers who was in like the lawn portion of the show, the shit looked like Rolling fucking Loud, B. Like I didn't recognize, I always wanted to see, because if you go on like Warren G's Instagram, he took a video and he was like on stage and he did like a little selfie recording of the fucking crowd. I always wanted to know, like, what the fuck do they see? Because what I see is only what's in front of me. I'm not the nigga turning around and, you know what I'm saying, looking at the entire environment. My nigga, it was over 21,000 people in that bitch. Like, that shit was amazing, bro. And like I said, I don't know if some shit took place when I left. I don't know if some shit took place I just wasn't aware of. But to not have any incidents at all, it was literally an old man up and down the aisle off the shits, bro. That nigga was moonwalking and pop locking and somersaulting, doing the worm and shit all up and down the aisle. It was an experience, bro, I don't think I'll ever forget. Because I never even thought I would have the opportunity to see guys like Snoop Dogg. In all honesty, my first words as a fucking baby was Snoop Dogg. It wasn't mommy, it wasn't daddy. It was Snoop Dogg. So to see that nigga in person, him performing all his fucking hits, all my favorite songs, bro, it was an experience I'll never forget. Yeah, I know how much of a Wiz Khalifa fan I am. It was just some shit I'll never forget. The young lady I was with, we had a great fucking time, a great night. It was just an overall fantastic experience. And then the very next day, Beyonce was out here, so Phoenix is on fire. You had Wiz out here on Wednesday, you had Wiz and Snoop on Wednesday, Beyonce on Thursday. Nigga fucking 50 Cent comes out here on Tuesday. Nigga Drake is out here like next motherfucking me Saturday or some shit. Like, Phoenix is on fire right now, my nigga. Phoenix is on fucking fire right now. It's a beautiful thing to see. Everybody I know out here in Phoenix, if you go on their social media, everybody's experiencing one of these concerts. I was at the Snoop and Wiz shit the next night. I know so many women who was at the Beyonce shit. Like, it's a great moment in time because although COVID and shit is ramping up and you hear about possible lockdowns in the near future, possible pandemics and shit like that, it is good to see people getting back outside again. It sucks that there may be, you know what I'm saying, a double-edged sword with that motherfucking type of shit. But it is great to see people experiencing life again. My mom's going to the Drake concert, bro. Like, my mom's even getting out and experiencing this life shit. So it's just a great overall experience, bro. I knew I was gonna get sick. I planned for the shit every time I go to a sporting event, any type of event where it's like a large amount of people, I always end up getting sick, bro. So I'm experiencing this shit for the umpteenth time now, so I'm used to it. But I wanted to make sure I came and gave you guys a great motherfucking show. But it was a great overall experience. If they come into a city near you, get you a ticket, bro. The tickets ain't even that expensive. I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably spent like $280, and I was in the second section type shit. I could have spent more and been up close, but it was like, why do that shit and just be right here dead in the middle? I was like dead in the middle, second section, bro. I had a pretty good motherfucking seat. So if they come into a city near you, even if they not coming, you got Drake on tour, you got 50 Cent on tour, Beyonce on tour, you got Playboy Cardi finna go on tour, you got Moneybagg Yo on tour, Lil Baby's on tour. It's a lot of motherfucking me people on tour, man. I say all this to say, bro, get out and experience that shit. Like, just get out and experience a concert. I don't know. I'm not a club goer, so maybe I'm overhyping this shit. I'm not a club goer. I'm not a nigga that's, you know what I'm saying, club hopping, bar hopping. So me, when I'm going out and I see a concert of this magnitude, I can only imagine, you know what I'm saying, what it was like for them performers and shit like that. So I always say, tell people to go experience shit like this, because if you've never done it before, when you do it and you experience it and you actually enjoy the moment, it's some shit you'll truly never motherfucking forget. So that's how I feel. It was a great fucking show. I'm happy as hell I went. I'm probably glazing the fuck out these niggas right now, but it was a great fucking show, man. Great memories. Life is all about making memories, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all want to make money. You know, we all want to make as much money as we can. But when you make that money, what memories are you going to make? And who are you going to make those memories with? You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy as fuck that I was able to do something for the first time with somebody I genuinely give a fuck about. I genuinely vibe out with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have all the money in the world, but if you ain't making no memories with that money, what the fuck we doing? What we talking about? You might as well be a broke ass nigga with no money. If you ain't making memories with your money, then what the fuck is we talking about, man? That's all it's about to me, bro. I ain't no club hopping ass nigga. I'm a cruise going ass nigga. I'm a resort in another country going ass nigga. It ain't some shit I do every couple of months. It's some shit I'm doing often. But when I do it motherfucking me well, bitch. Real motherfucking me talk, man. Get out there and experience some shit you've never done before. Even if it's not a concert, it could be any motherfucking me thing. For me, it was a live concert, over 20,000 people. That was shit I never experienced before. When I did it, I was fucking happy as fuck I did it. I was in awe that I was doing this shit. For you, it may be some other shit. Whatever the fuck it is. Do something you've never done before. Now, I know I say it on countless amount of episodes. Do something you've never done before just for the experience. Make memories with your fucking money, man. Real talk. But moving on. You know, I want to get into two athletes that have taken the world by fucking storm. You know, I've talked about Sha'carri Richardson when she won gold medal in the 100-meter race. She followed that up with a bronze medal in the 200-meter. Then she followed that up with gold in the women's 4x1. I also want to take a time to talk about Noah Lyles, who did something that no one has done since Usain Bolt. He tripled in the 100, the 200, and the 4x1. Noah Lyles is entering uncharted territory. Arizona, you can only compare him to a Usain Bolt. The things he's doing at this moment in time at 26 years old is fucking phenomenal. The man won gold in the 1, won gold in the 2, and won gold in the 4x1. He won gold in the 1, which people thought he would never do because they didn't think he was a 100 runner. They only thought he was a 200 runner. And to see him master the 100 now is fucking phenomenal. Now, granted, you want to see him do this at the Olympic stage. That's what Usain Bolt was doing it. This is at the world stage. But even doing it tripling in something, triple medal, triple gold medals is fucking fantastic. And for Sha'carri Richardson, for this to be her first world events, and for her to take home 3 medals, it's fucking phenomenal. So if I can, I want to give a round of applause for Sha'carri Richardson and fucking Noah Lyles. It's fucking fantastic, bro. And you know the funny thing about Sha'carri Richardson, bro? I was on Facebook earlier today just scrolling, right? And you know I give you memories and shit? One of the memories I had was today, was 2 years ago, episode 56 came out. Think about that. Episode 56 came out 2 years ago. And the main theme of that episode was about how she came in 9th place in her race. Not first, not second, not third. She came in 9th place 2 years ago. And now you fast forward 2 years later, and we talking about her being the fastest woman in the world, my nigga. It's just sometimes, bro, life will show you shit. You just you gotta open your eyes and see. Because 2 years ago, I was talking about how this woman came in 9th place. Sha'carri Richardson been in the news for what, 4 years now? People have been waiting 4 years for Sha'carri Richardson to do what she's doing now. And I'm not saying that to knock it. I'm saying people have been talking about this young woman for 4 years now. And I know time goes by like a motherfucker. Time goes by like a bitch. And 2 years ago, episode 56 came out. I was talking about this woman coming in 9th place. You fast forward 2 years later, she's the fastest woman in the fucking world. And her first world events, she's taking on 3 medals. You don't know where you'll be in 2 years. All you have to do is keep working motherfucking hard, man. If you need another example of just hard work, dedication, keeping your head down and keep grinding, here you fucking go. There it is, right there. So for a day like today where I'm fucking sick and I'm dragging around and I can't even really eat nothing, can't even really taste nothing, took a shower and felt great for 50 seconds, my nigga, not even a full minute. Nose back fucked up. Stuffy as a bitch. Even on a day like today, my nigga, how can I not still get my ass in here and record when I see just 2 years ago I released the episode talking about how this woman fucked up and she wasn't shit no more. She was coming in 9th place in races. She failed to the pressure of success. But what did she do, man? The world turned on her. She kept her head down. She kept fucking going. It ain't even about her no more. It ain't even about the Sha'carri Richardson hype no more. Because you getting a lot of that right now. Everybody back sucking on her clit right now. But it's not even about the name. It's about the story, my nigga. The proof is in the pudding, my nigga. The proof is right there. If you ever need another example why you should just keep going, stay in your own lane and focus on your own fucking grind, there you fucking go. Because I know what it was last year when she got rolled and motherfucker was laughing at her. I know what it was like 2 years ago when she came in 9th place. It's different now, bro. That's a motherfucking success story that if you ever need the example, you know what I'm saying, and why you should continue to do shit, that's a success story you should truly look at. Because even if it's short-lived, it ain't like a long, drawn-out grind. You know what I'm saying? It's instant. It's damn near instant. I feel like shit like that have more impact on the motherfucker because it was more of an instant success. You know what I'm saying? It ain't some shit where she grinding for 5, 10 years and came back and did. No, it was damn near instant. 2 years during the pandemic is different. That's damn near like 2 weeks, my nigga. It's great to motherfucking be seen, man. But to see her and Noah Lyles become breakout stars of the World Games, it was fantastic. Because Noah Lyles is somebody, they have a docuseries that came out on Noah Lyles about his career and his success so far that probably just dropped within the last couple of months. So to have a docuseries drop about you being successful, and during that docuseries you're talking about how you want to become you want a 3P, you want a triple gold and do the 100 and the 200, and you want to win these races to actually go out there and do it in dominating fashion. It wasn't like these was races that he was challenged or none of that. These were races that were stacked that when you put them up all time, ranked as the fastest heats. And he dominated these heats in ways that we've never even seen before. So for that to happen, for US to have two athletes who are young, I'm not sure how old Sha'carri Richardson is, but I'm pretty sure she's under 26. Under 26. She was just in college, so she probably 23, 24 type shit. Noah Lyles is 26 years old. He probably got another 4 or 5 years at this rate, at this speed right now. So it's just great to see the U.S. has two stars in track and field. You got Jamaica, who always got somebody. You got Great Britain, Medina, Asher Smith. You had these other countries in the world, parts of the world, who have these stars in track and field. It's just great to have sprinters now. You know what I'm saying? Like we had with Tyson Gay and shit like that. So it's just exciting to see again. So shout out again to Sha'carri Richardson. Shout out again to Noah Lyles for just being phenomenal, bro. I'm huge fans of Noah Lyles, and I'm a huge fan of the story of Sha'carri Richardson. Man, they dominated the world events. USA did a phenomenal job as well. A few fuck ups as well, but Noah Lyles and Sha'carri Richardson did their motherfucking thing, man. They truly motherfucking did. We're moving on, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. I want to get into Bronny right fast, man, before we get out of here, man. You know, it came out that Bronny's cardiac arrest was due to a congenital heart defect. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know what the fuck a congenital heart defect was. I'm a fucking college graduate, my nigga, I didn't know what the fuck that was. So I looked it up, and it says congenital is a disease or an abnormality that was present from birth. I'll be honest with you. I'm not one of those people who are buying the conspiracy that this has something to do with Bryce passing Bronny up and this is the family trying to protect. I'm not buying that bullshit. That's some bullshit on Twitter that people are just running with. People need some type of bullshit story to go with. The thing that got me tripped out about Bronny, his cardiac arrest, and him just now finding out he has a congenital heart defect. How is this something that they're just now finding out? I'm not trying to question their parenting. I'm not trying to question, the love and care for their kids. None of that bullshit. Let's make sure that's clear. LeBron James, if the stories are true, puts $1 million into his body a year. I'm pretty sure that number has even risen because of inflation and just over time, over years. But let's just stick with a number of $1 million. He's entering his 21st season, so we'll say he spent $21 million on his body alone. We know for a fact he has his sons with the best doctors and best trainers. How much money are you not putting into your son for you not to have known that he has a fucking heart defect? He has an abnormality in his heart. How is that not something that's known already? Like, so I'm not questioning LeBron or Savannah. I'm not questioning the parents at all. I'm just saying I'm just thinking of the amount of doctors, trainers, therapists, PT guys, the amount of people who've touched that young man. Because I have to assume that LeBron's putting him with the right people. I have to assume that. I've seen him training with LeBron. I have to assume that he's putting his son with the best trainers he can possibly be with. How the fuck is this something that wasn't caught earlier? How is this something that's caught after he damn near lost his life? It was a young man that came out probably a week or two after Bronny had his cardiac arrest, who actually ended up dying from cardiac arrest because the people on the scene didn't have the necessary resources to help save his life. Bronny was fortunate enough to be at a fucking establishment like USC. He's fortunate enough not to have to be alone. What if a nigga catch cardiac arrest alone? What if he was in the gym alone, working on this shot, getting 1,000 shots up. We fucking talk about these athletes and these ball players having to grind. You gotta want this shit. What if he was in the grind on the late night, getting us 1,000 shots up, putting in the fucking work, or 2 a day, or 3 a day even, because he want that fucking dream, but he has a cardiac arrest and dies right there on the spot. What then? So Bronny's fucking lucky as fuck. Because what if he was one of those kids who was living up to the goddamn hype? My father's fucking King James, possibly the greatest basketball player of all time. I'm named after this nigga. The hype, everybody wants me to fucking go. It's people saying I'm going to USC just off my father's name. It's people saying I shouldn't even been a fucking McDonald's All-American. It's people already saying there's nepotism involved with my fucking grind. So what if he was taking all this shit to heart and was putting in the extra work by himself because he want to prove motherfuckers wrong? Then flatline, there it is right there. So he was fortunate enough to have this bullshit take place in the presence of people that was well versed and well knowledge and being able to revive this young nigga. To be able to save his fucking life. And it was now that we find out this nigga got a fucked up heart. Now, reports have come out that the James family, LeBron, Savannah, and others, they believe he'll be able to return to basketball activities and stuff like that. The real question is, should he? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If I'm Bronny, that's it for me. I don't need to see anything else for me to want to get back out there. It's just certain shit. If my heart gives out on me while I'm doing a fucking layup, I'll never touch a basketball again. I'll call the game. I'm not getting out there and I'm never playing again. And I'm a normal nigga. If my daddy's LeBron James, I already have NIL deals. I already got millions of dollars my damn self off my name, off just me being Bronny James Jr. Let alone my father's LeBron James. Come on, man, I'm finna do fashion, bro. I'm finna design some shoes. The LeBron 22s, I'm designing those. Me personally. Designed by Bronny, gonna be on the tongue of them bitches. I'm never playing basketball again. So my question is, of course, this is a young man's dream. Of course, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he should stop. I'm putting myself in those shoes. Would I still want to play basketball? Put yourself in those shoes, all the friends of the show. If you're Bronny James, would you still want to play basketball? It's not like if you don't play basketball, you can't get your mama out the hood. It ain't like if you don't play basketball, you're not going to still be one of the most famous 19-year-olds in the world. It ain't like if you don't play basketball, you still not sitting on millions. Nothing changes for Bronny if he doesn't play basketball. Because if he never plays again, we will all understand why. It's kind of like the Sharif O'Neal situation. Like, the reason why I believe Sharif O'Neal truly is in the NBA, dominating, not even just dominating, but just in the NBA, is because of his heart situation. I truly feel like that. When certain things happen, you have that as a certain crutch. And I'm not saying that these young men should want that. I'm not saying that they should be moping around in life and using this as this is why I didn't reach my dreams. No, fuck no. If you want to play ball, play ball. But at the end of the day, did you not just die? Like when a nigga has goes into cardiac arrest, you basically dead. Or you basically die for a second. At what point in time do you really want to play ball again? This is some real life movie shit, man. Some real life Quincy McCall type shit, bro. I don't know if I would have the strength to want to get back out there and play basketball. This ain't breaking the leg. This ain't, you know what I'm saying, an ACL. This ain't an Achilles. No, that's regular shit. Those are injuries you expect to take place when you pushing your body to the limit. You expect certain things. You don't expect cardiac arrest. You know what I'm saying? You don't expect that shit. That's totally different. You don't expect, even with DeMar Hamlin, I wouldn't have got back on that fucking field, bro. I wouldn't have got back on that fucking field, especially after the fucking GoFundMe I set up, raised all these millions. Come on, man. I'm done. He raised more money in the GoFundMe than he had raised his NFL career combined, all the years he played.
Wow.
I'm never getting on the field again. I'll go call some college football games for y'all niggas. I'll be a sideline reporter for you niggas. I'll be a motherfucking nigga that come around every football season for foundation time. Nigga, donate to this charity. I ain't fucking getting back on that field when a nigga run this fucking shoulder in my chest and I fucking stand up and I pass back out and I die. Niggas gotta resuscitate me. I'm not getting back on that fucking field. But when you see him on that field, you tip your cap to him. Because you know what he went through. And you know he still was chasing his dreams. He not letting certain things, you know what I'm saying, defect him from his dreams. So when I see him on the field, I tip my cap. When I would see a Bronny James, if I see him on the court again, I'm tipping my cap to him. Me personally, I don't have the strength to do those things. Like I said, you expect a broken leg, a broken arm, you know what I'm saying, an orbital bone if you're fighting or something like that, but cardiac arrest? Come on, man, nah. So I don't know. If I was Bronny, look, man, you can love the guy. I'll play some celebrity games or something, but I'm never going to push myself to extreme measures because that's always going to be in the back of my mind and my body is gave out on me already. Unless they finna give me a fucking heart transplant like John Q. I don't even know if I would even want a heart transplant to play basketball. I don't even know if I would want to do that. So it's like, at what point, if you Bronny, do you say, I'm good? Because me as an athlete, I wouldn't feel comfortable pushing myself to the limit. You know what I'm saying? To reach my dreams or being the best player out there. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that shit knowing that I'm risking my life. I just wouldn't. So, knowing that he is who he is and his situation is totally different, he's probably the most fortunate guy to be in this situation. I don't know if basketball is really worth it. Niggas say it's basketball is life, but nah. Now when your life is truly threatened by it. Now when your life is truly threatened by that shit, man. Real talk. But moving on. Let's get into Donald Trump right fast, man. Old DT. You know, Donald Trump, his mugshot was released, man. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think they was gonna do it. We've never seen a president with a mugshot. We've never seen that. They really took this nigga mugshot. They charged him with RICO charges. He's granted bond. He's granted big. He's granted bail. You know, I'll be honest, man. Whatever you feel about Donald Trump, I don't think this situation is making you not want to vote for him. I'm going to be honest, because whatever you want to say about Biden, you can't say that many good things about Biden. The only thing I can say good about Biden is that he's fucking with the whole student, you know what I'm saying, debt shit. I graduated in 2020. I haven't had to pay that shit back. I'm very, very fortunate about that. I'm very happy about that. Hopefully that can be something we extend even past Biden. Besides that, a lot of times, right, I be forgetting we even got a fucking president. I don't really know what he does. The only time I ever see clips of this nigga, he falling asleep at important meetings and shit like that. He tripping up the stairs of the Air Force One. Like, the nigga is not really up to par with this whole presidential shit. You know what I'm saying? And his past ain't clean either. He got a checkered past when it comes to black people as well. Donald Trump, bro, he has a following. And you have the people who look like me, who, since he hasn't been in office, has even come out verbally, publicly and said that they're going to vote for Donald Trump. You arresting Donald Trump, not even because of the reasons you're doing it, but the simple fact you're arresting him, you're making him, I mean, you have to die to become a martyr, but you're making him somewhat of a martyr. You're making him look like the victim in the eyes of the people who are following him. And I don't think this shit is going to stop you from putting his name on the ballot. Even if his name isn't officially on there, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a huge amount of people that writes down Donald Trump's name down on those fucking ballots. At this moment in time, I think you're playing a very dangerous game because you're showing your desperate attempts to stop this man from running again. Because I think we all can pretty much agree if Donald Trump runs for president again, he pretty much gonna win. It's gonna take like The Rock or somebody that like is universally loved by everybody to not let Donald Trump win a presidential election. Because if even with you locking this man up and you trying to make this man not eligible for presidency, people are still going to put his name down on that ballot. It's going to cause a fucking uproar when more ballots come in for Donald Trump, somebody who isn't even fucking officially eligible. Because that's all they trying to do now is make this nigga not eligible to become president again. The Democrat Party don't have anybody that can really rival Donald Trump. They just don't. So it's like, it's interesting, bro. It's a very interesting time because every time I'm watching a UFC event, and granted, the UFC audience is very pro Trump because Dana White is very pro Trump. But anytime I see him at a UFC event and I see him walk in and I just hear the uproar, you know, I'm showing a huge uproar of cheers for this nigga. We just talked about the FBI gunning somebody down for threatening Joe Biden. When the fuck did they have to do that for Donald Trump? Niggas love Trump, bro. Niggas love Donald Trump. And niggas who got money fuck with Donald Trump. So it's interesting to see the lengths that they're going to stop this man from being able to run for president again. I don't even know if it's constitutional. It looks fucked up to me. It looks like election interference to me. But isn't it supposed to happen to Trump? If not Trump, then who? If not Trump, then fucking who? So it's interesting to see what's going to happen at the next election, bro, because they desperate as fuck trying to stop this nigga Trump from winning. And I truly think if he runs for president, I truly think he gonna fucking win. Because I can't tell you who the fuck I'm voting for. It ain't gonna be Biden. The only way I'm voting for Biden, you gotta guarantee my debt is clear. If he say my student debt is clear, I'm voting for Biden 4 times. If he ain't saying that shit, bro, I might vote for Trump my damn self, bro. Just because I know who the nigga is. Like, who the fuck else we gonna vote for? You told me to vote for the other nigga, and we voted for the other nigga, and what? The world been fucked up since. That matters. That truly fucking matters. But moving on. I want to get into the sports wars, man. You know, you got First Take. You know, Stephen A. Smith. And you got Undisputed with motherfucking me, Skip Bayless. News came out that Undisputed is launching a new roster. We all know about Shannon Sharp leaving the show. They've been down for probably about a month and a half now, maybe even 2. They made news that they signed Richard Sherman. They're going to be bringing on Michael Irvin. They're going to be bringing on as well Keyshawn Johnson. And Lil Wayne will be doing Friday episodes with Skip Bayless, and he'll be having a new intro and everything. Undisputed has revamped, let's just say that. The roster includes Richard Sherman, Keyshawn Johnson, and Michael Irvin. First Take is First Take. They have their rotating guests, but they made news as well. They made a splash to the free agency pool, and they've signed Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp will be doing, I believe, Mondays and Tuesdays. He'll be doing 2 days out the week on First Take with Stephen A. Smith. And the reason why I call it Sports Wars is because I've already come on this podcast and I talked about how podcasting itself is ruining sports shows. This, to me, is a triumphant attempt to monopolize the last of sports media. The reason why I say that is because, say what you want to say about Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless is sports television. He started First Take. He gave us Stephen A. Smith. He started Undisputed. He gave us Shannon Sharpe. I have nothing but confidence that this new version of Undisputed will be successful. And I'm pretty sure it will also give Richard Sherman, the platform he needs and he deserves to become a prominent figure in sports media. Granted, I already see him on NFL television and stuff like that. He pretty much did the same route that Shannon Sharpe did. But we all understand that what Undisputed did for Shannon Sharpe, it's a different level. You know what I'm saying? So, I have nothing but confidence that Skip Bayless will be very successful with his version of Undisputed. He has a niche, he has a character that he plays, and it's been very successful for generations, decades, damn near. When you go to First Take and you have Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe, I don't know how this will work. I don't know how this will work. You have two former Skip Bayless disciples who are linking up. This is something that we've all said we've all wanted for years now. Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe to be on the same platform. I like that it's not an everyday thing because I do understand that Shannon Sharpe isn't the guy that I want to see on television like that. He's created another space for himself that's even more prominent than sports media because he does have his podcast, which he made news with his podcasting, partnering up with The Valiant, which is with Colin Cowherd, which is with the same place that has Draymond Green and stuff like that. So it's interesting to see the moves that Shannon Sharpe is making. It still gives him the flexibility, I would say, to be in this. It gives him the flexibility in my eyes to still be this Uncle Shay Shay person. To me, him being on sports TV all day, being on First Take every day, that would kind of dim his light because he's created a lane that's bigger than sports television. He was bigger than Undisputed. He became bigger than that show. And if he goes to First Take, he'll become bigger than fucking First Take. The only reason why Stephen A. isn't bigger than First Take because Stephen A. is First Take. You can't think of First Take and think of anyone else. So that's the only reason why it makes sense for Stephen A. to be there every day. But it's very interesting to see where this shit's going to go. Who's going to be the more successful show? Because First Take has been number one for 12 years now. They have been number one for 12 fucking years now. But it is very interesting to see because this new lineup on Undisputed, I know one thing. The new lineup on Undisputed football season will be very, very motherfucking interesting. To have a Michael Irvin, to have a Keyshawn Johnson, to have a Richard Sherman, those three alone are three fiery personalities. And we all know what Skip Bayless delivers. So it's going to be very interesting to see, man. The Sports Wars has officially started. I believe Monday is when Undisputed will be airing the new lineup. And I believe Shannon Sharpe will be starting very soon in September or something like that. So it's going to be very interesting to see, man, who really is going to run the motherfucking sports game right now. It's going to be very, very interesting. But moving on, man. Let's go and get into Bray Wyatt before we get the fuck out of here, man. News about Bray Wyatt, bro. Bray Wyatt unexpectedly passed away. Want to say rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. Some of my prayers, condolences to his friends, family, fans, anyone he impacted in a positive light. There's reports that came out due to COVID-19 complications. I don't know how trustworthy those are just because nowadays when anybody passes away, it's due to the vaccine, it's due to COVID, it's due to all types of shit, man. So to me, it really doesn't matter why he died. It's the simple fact that he died. He came along well after I stopped watching wrestling. But I am aware he was a WWE champion. I am aware he had a nice little run, nice little impact on the sport. And he had a nice fan base. There was clips circulating of him in the ring, on the mic, doing his segments, and people thought it was part of the skit, but it was proven to be raw emotion, where he was talking about the troubles he was going through in life and him losing people close to him. And there were video clips that was circulating on the internet now of was supposed to be him 5 hours before he passed away, talking about similar things about people who he lost and stuff like that. And it's just sad, bro. It truly is sad. And you always want to say rest in peace to people who lose their life unexpectedly. But the reason why I really wanted to bring it up on the podcast is because news also came out that the WWE had halted all further, events from the promotion due to the unexpected news of Bray Wyatt. And you appreciate that. You look at that. You condemn them, and you applaud them for that, because that's a beautiful gesture. Because we all know about the WWE when when Owen Hart fell from the fucking rafters, the top of the goddamn ceiling of the goddamn arena, and he fell to his death. They proceeded with the show. Matches continued. Where he had died is where he had died. They got him up and they continued on with the show. To have that reputation, and then to have someone unexpectedly pass away and you halt all further events until further notice, it's beautiful. Now I'm pretty sure they announced, continuation and stuff since, but at the moment in time for that to be their initial judgment, to me was beautiful. But today I seen something that was a little bit, I don't even know if it's distasteful or is it just business. I was on YouTube, and lately I've been watching a lot of classic, wrestling. Like classic grudge matches between The Rock and Stone Cold, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Randy Orton, Triple H, shit like that, right? Before I go to sleep at night, just while I'm smoking, eat some M&M's, watch a classic wrestling match and shit, right? So it's on my recommended on YouTube. And all today, I've been seeing WWE uploading matches. And it's not Stone Cold, it's not The Rock, it's not Triple H, it's not John Cena. It's a lot of Bray Wyatt. And initially when I seen this, I got upset. Because is this the WWE capitalizing off of Bray Wyatt, capitalizing off the dead? Is this the WWE not having a heart? Is this the WWE getting in while they're getting this hot? You know what I'm saying? Like, they know Bray Wyatt's name is going to be a hot search right now. They know Bray Wyatt is trending right now. So why not flood the fucking YouTube algorithm with Bray Wyatt matches to capitalize off of, to get viral videos, to get the views, to get the money, to get the proceeds? Why not do it? It's business, right? But when you see that, I can't look at that and not be distasteful, and not have a distaste in my mouth. Because this man is dead. Because this man isn't going to receive the proceeds from these videos. And I get that's WWE property. They have the right to do whatever they want to do with their content. I get that. But I remember when Vlad, they'll do an interview with someone, right? And years later goes by, or it can be months, or however time you want to put in between. Time goes by and said person passes away. When they're a trending topic, Vlad will upload all those clips again to capitalize off the moment. And people always have a problem with Vlad. Now granted, Vlad's white, so they're going to have a problem with anything that Vlad does. But goddamn it, the McMahons are white. Goddamn it, the company that they just sold the WWE to was white. They're a white man too. The capitalizing off a dead man will never sit well with me. I have a problem when they do it with Tupac and Biggie. And when I seen this shit on YouTube with Bray Wyatt, I had a problem with that too. No matter how much of it I understand, I get business is business. I get the content game is the content game. But you're the WWE uploading the Bray Wyatt episode, full match now isn't that big of a, is it going to be that big of a difference if you upload a Bray Wyatt full match, nigga, 4 or 5 months from now? You're the WWE, the clicks are coming nonstop. It's just distasteful to see that this man's trending for all the wrong reasons. And now you want to flood the market with his content. It's distasteful, man. It really is. And it just, it lets you know, it reminds you about where we are in life. It reminds you about the ebbs and flows of this shit called life, because on one hand you understand it, and on the other hand, you have to ask where the fuck is the morality? Where is it? At what point do you say no? But at the end of the day, a man lost his life. At the end of the day, a man seemed to be crying out for help. And at the end of the day, a mother lost her son. Fans lost their hero. And we may never know why. So I want to say rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. I want to say once again, some of my prayers and condolences to anyone impacted by this, his family, his friends, fans, anybody impacted in a positive light, man, because it truly is sad when someone dies and you start to see those clips circulating, their last moments, or just even them being dope, just clips of them circulating. It's very sad, man. The impact, even me thinking of it from an outsider, I can only imagine what it feels like for that fan that Bray Wyatt may love wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I can only think about his mother, you know what I'm saying? His brother, if he has one, his family members, his friends growing up. You know, I can only think about those people who have to see the nonstop reposting, because I know what it's like for me dealing with that with my father. So it's interesting, bro. It truly is motherfucking interesting. So rest in peace to Bray Wyatt, man. Real motherfucking me talk. Before we get the fuck up out of here, B, you know, today is a Saturday recording. So, you know, usually I'm feeling good. This bitch smoking, drinking, all types of shit. Like I said, a little under the weather. Just wanted to make sure I recorded to get you guys a nice episode out on time. I also had a therapy session today with my therapist. And it was much needed, man. You know, personal life is good. Work life has been the same for the last years. There's no difference with that. The one thing that's been bothering me lately, man, that kind of threw me off with recording the other day, that's why I couldn't get the episode out, is because personally there's things going on behind the scenes that I necessarily can't control, that I don't want to control. But it's something that's very impactful to not only me, but to my little brother and my mom. And as someone who was thrust into the man of the household role very early in life, I still have that protection, you know what I'm saying, over my family. So even with that, with those things going on in the background, it's been messing with my mentality. The steps forward that I thought I made in life, I would find myself taking those steps in reverse. And it's scary, you know what I mean? It's very scary to go through those moments because you know the hard work you've made in your life. And when you start to see things unraveling, and when you're aware they're unraveling, it's very, very scary because sometimes you can't stop it. So what I did was I reached out to my therapist, who set up a appointment. We talked, and we had a great, great talk, bro. And a lot of times it's just, I need reassurance because I know the fuck ups that's going on in my life. I know what's going on. I know what the rights, the wrongs, the do's, the don'ts. I know this shit. But sometimes my thought process is I can't think of one thing at once. I have to think about at least 5 different things at one time to just stay sane. And when there's one thing that's occupying my thought process for a large amount of time, it starts to drive me crazy. Because not only do I overthink it, but I don't even know how to put it into words, but it's just, I go crazy over the shit, right? And just talking to my therapist, I needed reassurance that the way I was moving about things, my thought process about things wasn't entirely flawed. I needed to talk to someone to get a lot of things off of my chest that I can't get off my chest to my mom or my little brother. I just needed someone to shut the fuck up and let me talk. So I needed to do that, and I was able to do that. And with my little brother's birthday being tomorrow, with his father coming out here to the city, I'm able to sit in the background and let that play out. It was bothering me that man was coming out here and that I was going to have to miss my little brother's 21st birthday, probably the biggest moment of his life, because his father would be there. Because if I'm around his father, I know I will ruin the moment, I will ruin the day, and I can't do that to my little brother. And it was tearing me up that as the day was approaching, as his birthday was getting closer, for the last 2 weeks, just mentally and emotionally, I was all over the place. So it was good to set up that therapy session to get those things off of my chest, to be able to look in the mirror now and take a step back and realize that it's not about me. It's not about my feelings, my emotions. It's okay for me to remove myself from a situation to make sure that my little brother does, can enjoy his day. Because no matter if I like his father or not, I will never be the one to put seeds of doubt in him about his father. I'm never going to be the one to tell him bad shit about his father, because me, myself, I lost my father. I know what it's like not to have a parent. When your father's not there, when your parent's dead, I know what that's like. So I always tell people, no, have that relationship with your parents, because when they're gone, they're gone. So for me to be able to sit back, no matter how much I know it's going to pain me, about time you guys hear this episode, no matter how much I know it's going to pain me not to be there for my little brother in one of the biggest moments of his life, I'm okay with being able to sit back and let him have that moment, because having that moment is something that only comes a dime a dozen, unfortunately, in his life. Having that moment, him having a moment that I was never able to have. When I turned 21, I couldn't be with my father. So I would love more than anything for him to be able to spend that moment with his father. And me having that therapy session was letting me be able to find the inner strength to, be able to, get through that without it being super fucked up. You know what I mean? So, and maybe I'm just talking, maybe I'm rambling on, maybe I don't understand what I'm saying, but it's just great to know that I'm still taking the steps to get help when I need them. A lot of times in life, when we feel we hit that passing, that time in life to where, how can I say this? A lot of times in life when we feel like we got shit in order, and we do have a setback, because we've had such a good run at things and getting things accomplished, we don't necessarily see help on that initial fuck up, on that initial step back in life where it's like, fuck. We still just try to power through it, and we let those things pile up, and then we start to seek help. I'm glad that this time around, the first sign of turmoil, the first sign of slippage of me being able to control my emotions and my mentality of all the things I worked on over these years, the first sign of that slippage, I was able to reach out and receive the help that I very much needed. So I'm very happy about the strides I'm taking in life. I'm just very happy, man, to get the feedback from your therapist that they see the growth in you as well. It's just a great fucking feeling, man. So with that being said, I encourage all of you guys, bro. If you feel you need someone to talk to, if you feel like your family isn't there for you, even if your family is there for you, you just want to talk to somebody who has a non-judgmental POV, or non-biased POV, someone who's going to just let you get your shit off your chest, I encourage you all, man, go seek help. Go get help, man. Go get a therapist, bro. Fellas, go get a therapist, man. If you feel more comfortable with a woman therapist, go do that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to lay on the couch or nothing, man. You can do shit on your phone, pull up a goddamn web conference, Zoom app or something like that, and get to it, bro. It's very, very beneficial, especially in times like this when they talk about another goddamn pandemic on the rise. COVID, new strand is on the streets. In times like this, man, post-COVID, post-2020, it's important that we all get help if we truly feel like we need help, because we've all experienced a lot. We all some goddamn survivors. PTSD is real, man. Trauma is real, man. And just because we back outside don't mean all the shit we was going through, all the shit we was opening up about going through, doing when we was inside, don't mean that shit went away because we back outside. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, man, if you need help, please get some goddamn help. It works for me every goddamn time. I never tell you something that, you know what I'm saying, don't work for me or something that I don't do. So it works for me. And I know how fucked up I am. So if it can work for me, I know it can work for some of y'all out there, if not all of y'all. But with that being said, bro, I think that's all you got on the goddamn docket. Let me just run through this one more time, make sure we ain't missed nothing. We got the Snoop and Wiz concert review, Sha'carri Richardson Noah Lyles fucking being breakout stars, Bronny being diagnosed with a congenital heart, Donald Trump mugshot being released, and will people stop voting for him? Sports show wars, First Take versus Undisputed, WWE capitalizing on Bray Wyatt, and a much needed motherfucking therapy session. Yeah, that's all we got, man. So I guess with that being said, man, you know how I give it up. DJ, drop that fire ass beat, my motherfucking boy. Great episode, man. Great episode. I'm happy as fuck I came in here and recorded. I had plans to step out a little bit later, but that's being canceled. I'm sluggish as fuck. My energy is drained, but I'm glad as fuck I came in here and got this episode out, man. Great episode if I do say so myself. But with that being said,